to my channel, Son of Stars. Welcome to today's reading. So today is part number 2 of the pick a card reading, your journey to your future spouse. Now, if it's your first time on my channel, I have done a part 1, which is all about your future spouse and what they're currently going through. What are they learning before the union between the two of you can happen, basically. So the big lesson that they have to learn before the union between the two of you can happen, and what is going on with them. Okay, so we're a little bit nosy in that reading, so if you want to know, you can definitely check out part number 1. But it doesn't matter if you watch this part first or the other part first. It's just that part number 1 is all about your future spouse and what they're currently going through and what they have to learn before your union can happen and you guys look into each other's eyes for the first time. Okay. This reading is all about you, which means we're gonna dive really deep today. I feel like because I got new cards and they seem to really they go really deep. Okay, so in this reading today we are going to look at what you have to learn or what you will be learning before the union between you and your future spouse can happen. Basically, what is the big lesson? What are you learning? What are you healing? What are you letting go of? Okay, before you can finally meet your future spouse, or before both of your energies are ready to meet. Basically, it's interesting if I think about it, because I talk about it a lot in my readings that you and your future spouse, you guys are already connected energetically, right? If there are two souls that are destined to meet, that also means that energetically you guys are connected, even if you don't see each other yet. The soul recognizes the other person's soul, the heart recognizes the other person's heart, the spirit recognizes the other person's spirit, even if they could be on the other side of the world. Okay, it doesn't matter where the heck your future spouse is. You guys are connected energetically, spiritually, from spirit to spirit, from soul to soul, from heart to heart. Yeah, and it's interesting because we're gonna look at, okay, what do you have to learn? What do you have to let go of until your spirit and your soul is actually ready to meet this person? I'm not gonna talk too long in this intro. This reading is all about you. We're gonna focus on you, your energy, okay? How you can bring yourself to your future spouse by knowing what you maybe have to learn, what you have to let go of, what you have to heal. Okay, again, if it's your first time on my channel, you can watch this reading first and then go to the other one. I'm gonna link it down below in the description box, part 1, but this is part 2. And I would say, without further ado, in the next clip you can choose between 4 beautiful images. And if you feel like you cannot choose between an image because you feel indecisive, you might as well choose between a number, or just go with the picture that you feel most drawn to, meaning like your body is responding to that image, or you feel very comfortable with a specific image. Okay, or you cannot take your eyes off of a specific image. That is usually a tell that this is your pile. But if you want to challenge your intuition, just close your eyes. Okay, become one with the meditation music and let the number come to you, okay, as you close your eyes. Yeah, I would say I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hi number one, how are you guys doing? So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out. Let's find out how can you become one from buddy to buddy, okay? From face to face with your future spouse as you learn a specific lesson that is very important before the union. Now, when I was shuffling your cards, there were some messages that came through. First of all, I heard the song Spotless Mind by 𝐸𝐩𝐸𝐸, which tells me that there is some kind of nostalgic energy around you, or before you meet your future spouse, you will have a I feel like you will feel very emotional before you meet your future spouse, okay? So right before you meet your future spouse, it could be like a few weeks before you meet them, a few months before you meet them, but I don't think it's going to be years, because we're talking about right before the union. What will you learn, okay? It's kind of like the last chapter that you are closing before your next chapter starts in this connection, if that makes sense, okay? So I heard the song Spotless Mind by 𝐸𝐸𝐸, which tells me that before you meet your future spouse, okay, there will be a very nostalgic energy around you, okay? I feel like you will think a lot about your past, but we're gonna dive a little bit deeper. I also heard something you thought you made peace with comes up, okay? Now, why I say that is, the cards that came out for you were the 10 of Cups, okay? And we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, for me, this feels like someone is either thinking about a past relationship, a past connection, or someone is watching from the outside how another person is happy in a relationship. It could be somebody that you had a connection with is in a relationship with somebody else, or you just in general look at people who are lovey-dovey, who are in love, and it kind of makes you feel a little bit like emotional, a little bit nostalgic, okay? So I feel an energy here that the lesson that you will be learning before you meet your future spouse is making peace with something that you thought you made peace with, but it kind of comes up, okay? This reminds me of an energy where some of you guys, I feel like what you've been going through was that you had a connection with somebody, but maybe they chose someone else over you, okay? Maybe the connection never fully manifested, okay? Which means like you got to know them, but then there was a third party, there was another woman, there was another man, and then to me this looks like you're just looking at the person that you used to have a connection with being in a relationship, okay? This doesn't even have to be that you guys were in a third party situation, but before you meet your future spouse, you might be seeing like pictures, or you might be hearing that somebody that you used to date is marrying, is in a relationship of something like that, and what it will make you feel some type of way, right? Which we talked about. It's kind of like you already made peace with the situation, that this connection did not fully manifest, that it did not fully become the stable, beautiful energy, relationship, marriage that you wanted it to be. And I feel like you kind of made peace with, but I feel like for some of you guys, you sometimes will be looking back, okay? This might be something that you're currently going through, or again, this might be a situation that will come up in the future before you meet your future spouse, okay? So I'm feeling an energy that you kind of actually made peace with. Yeah, well, that's in the past, you know, like that didn't work, or, you know, this person was not mature enough for this connection, or they never really told me how they feel, okay? But I feel like before you meet your future spouse, there might be like an old wound being opened, okay? Something that you thought you made peace with will come up again, for example, because you see a picture, how somebody that you used to talk to is in a relationship, okay? How they got married, or you might even, hopefully not, okay? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But you might be seeing them somewhere, okay? You might be seeing your ex, you might be seeing somebody that you used to have a connection with somewhere outside, and you see them like all happy and stuff like that with another person, okay? Which will make you feel a little bit nostalgic. I feel an energy that you kind of made peace with the situation, but again, there will be an energy that will trigger you a little bit, okay? That will make you feel a little bit like nostalgic, a little bit of like looking back at an old situation and feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like, why did this person not choose me? Why is this person in a happy relationship and I am not? Why are people in a relationship and I'm single? Because again, I don't feel like you're somebody who walks around every day feeling like, oh, I need a relationship, but I feel like it sometimes comes up, if that makes sense, specifically in the evening or in the morning, specifically when you lay in bed. You might be feeling this energy of like, I wish I had somebody next to me, or I wish I would get like a good morning text, something along those lines, okay? So again, there might be an energy where an old wound will be opened because of like something that you will be seeing. For some of you guys, I'm also gonna let you know something. I also feel like what you have to learn is to fully let go of what happened in the past, okay? Again, I feel like you kind of already made peace with it, but there's still kind of like, it's almost like 90% you made peace with it, but there's still 10% that you maybe still check this person's page, and that you still look at their Instagram, their Snapchat, okay? Or that you still sometimes think like, why did this person not choose me, you know? And I feel an energy where the chapter that is unfolding, or that you're closing before you meet your future spouse, is all about how you really 100% let go of what happened in the past. That does not mean that it sometimes doesn't pop up in your head, because you cannot control that. But I also want to say, like, almost this energy of like, let me delete this person's number, let me stop checking their social media, let me stop thinking about whether or not they are happy in their relationship with the other person, okay? For others of you, if it doesn't pertain to a specific person, this might be an energy where you might be looking a lot at like, you might be looking at like couples channels, or you might be watching a lot of love movies and something like that. And I feel an energy where before you meet your future spouse, there might be an energy where, again, these kind of movies would trigger something. Again, everything that pertains to the topic love. Again, for example, you watch movies, you listen to songs, okay, that trigger something inside of you, even if it's not fully connected, or even if it's not connected to a specific person, but it will make you feel some type of way, if that makes sense, okay? Yeah, it says, I also channeled stepping into a completely new role, okay? So I feel like before you meet your future spouse, what you will have to learn is to see yourself in a new light. With the Ace of Pentacles, I almost want to say, before you meet your future spouse, before the union can finally take place and you're holding the hands of the love of your life, and you look into this person's eyes and you can see their lips and their smile. I don't know where I'm going right now, but I feel the energy here. Before that happens, I feel like you will reinvent yourself, okay? This almost feels like a 360 change here with the Ace of Pentacles. So you will be learning to, okay, let me say it like that. I feel an energy here where sometimes that happens consciously or unconsciously, okay? But I feel like you might be looking at yourself as, I am alone, okay? Or you might be looking at yourself as, well, other people have a beautiful relationship and I don't, okay? And I feel like there's a switch or a shift happening before you meet your future spouse, almost to the point where you don't see yourself that way anymore. You don't see yourself as the second choice or the second best because somebody chose somebody else over you, or you will let go of the energy of feeling like you are not lucky or you are alone because other people are in a relationship and you are not. It's almost like you will see yourself differently when you look into the mirror. Does that make sense? With the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you will step into a completely new role. It's almost like instead of seeing yourself, I'm just going to take it as an example. It doesn't have to be exactly how you will be feeling, but it's like from seeing yourself in one specific from one specific light, you will change how you see yourself from a different light, okay? So again, for example, if you see yourself as how do you say that, the one that got rejected, or the one that didn't get chosen, or the one that has been single for 5 years. You know, like seeing yourself as the one. Do you know what I mean? As the one who got rejected, the one who's second best, the one who doesn't have anybody. You will be changing your perspective when it comes to yourself as the one, fill the blank, okay? The one who creates art, the one who found herself happy being single, the one who started a business, the one who I don't know, who found their passion in books. Does that make sense? It's almost like you will be seeing yourself in a different light before you meet your future spouse. It's almost like you will not see yourself anymore as not enough. It almost feels like you will reinvent yourself, like I'm not this person anymore that I used to be. I am a new person. I embody and embrace new energy, okay? I'm also hearing, or I heard when I was shuffling your cards, being afraid of the new. Okay, so before you meet your future spouse, there might be an energy, okay, where you will be a little bit afraid to step into a new energy again. It says, I almost want to say, before you meet your future spouse, you become kind of like a new person. The core of your being and your heart will be the same, but you're not the person that you used to be. You're not the person that got rejected by the other person. You're not the person that has been looked at as the one who's single for 5 years. I feel like there will be a change in how people see you and in how you see yourself, okay? And I feel like this has something to do with you starting something completely new in your life, okay? This could be a new job. This could be an apprenticeship, okay? This could be you studying abroad, working abroad. This could be you opening up a business. This could be you finding a passion for yourself. All of a sudden you found a passion to you know, to ride a horse, or to take, how do you say that, horse riding classes. Does that make sense? It's almost like before you meet your future spouse, you will step into a completely new energy. You will experience completely new things and kind of you will find out new information about yourself, okay? It feels like you will be looked as the one that reads 10 books a day because you found your passion in reading books, for example, or the one that moved abroad. Does that make sense? Okay, there's some type of energy where you will be stepping into a completely new experience that also changes how other people see you. They do not connect you to what happened in the past, but you reinvent yourself. You are a completely new person because of a new experience or because of a new passion that you will be embracing, that you will be embodying, okay? But for some of you guys, I feel like it will be kind of connected to you being a little bit scared of this new energy, okay? So before you meet your future spouse, you will find yourself being a little bit scared, or being a little bit yeah, it's almost like being a little bit scared to start something new, okay? So I feel like you will overcome a big fear, or you will overcome like a mental blockage when it comes to you starting something new, because I feel like it's something big, okay? If I look at these two cards, it feels like you will be doing something big, okay? You might be launching something, you might be doing something big, you might be changing, or there's like a big change happening in your life before you meet your future spouse. It is kind of also connected to you being a little bit afraid, okay? Which is completely normal, a little bit nervous, okay? I also heard it's time to do it. So I don't know who has to hear that, but Spirit is saying that it's time for you to do it, okay? Specifically for those, if you have been thinking about something as I was speaking about this new energy, this new experience, okay, that you're stepping into before you meet your future spouse, Spirit is saying it's time, okay? I also heard washing away memories and not looking back, okay? So this card that you chose kind of reminds me of, well, is it water? No, it's a desert, isn't it? I thought it was water. Anyway, I heard washing away memories and not looking back. So this is what we were talking about, that you kind of really close the chapter with an old person, meaning that you don't check their Instagram, you delete their number, you don't, let me tell you, you don't even watch pick a card readings, how they feel about you, okay? This is for someone specific here. If you still kind of hold on to that energy, even if it's just a little bit, before you meet your future spouse, you fully let go, okay? There's no contact, there's no looking back, there's no checking their Instagram, their Snapchat, okay? There's no watching pick a card readings, okay? This is not because you're not allowed to. This is more so the energy of if you truly want a new life or a new chapter, why would you still flip the pages to the old chapter? Yeah, so I feel like that's what you're gonna learn before you meet your future spouse. But I want to get a few more cards here, guys, okay? So give me a second. Okay, we also have here the card Purity Snow Moon, okay? Again, cleaning yourself off of what happened in the past with a person, or cleaning the vision that you have of yourself, not seeing yourself again as the one that is single since 5 years, the one that didn't get chosen, okay? But you will reinvent yourself, like, I'm not this person anymore, I'm somebody new, okay? Because of the new things that I explore and embody and embrace, okay? All right, let's see. So let's get a few more cards. What does pile number 1 have to learn before they can finally become one with their true love and their future spouse? What up? Okay. Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, another thing that I want to tell you guys is I'm just going to share like a little bit what's going on in my mind, okay? So when it comes to the topic, somebody else chose someone over you, or you got rejected, or somebody all of a sudden is happily married or happily in a relationship and they left you out in the cold. The way I see it, of course, you can be like, hey, you fooled me, like you gave me hope, and then you kind of like tricked me, okay? You gave me this illusion of we're becoming, we're gonna have like a beautiful relationship, and then it turned out to be something completely different, okay? The way I see it is, yes, it's completely valid that you're angry and that you feel like, fool me once, shame on you. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, if you really, really think about it, isn't it beautiful that this person, I see it from like a higher perspective, okay? Because I believe that people are destined to meet, okay? There is a person that is destined to wake up next to you every morning, okay? Your true love, your future spouse. And if you look at it from the other side of the coin, sometimes they're actually doing you a favor by showing you that they're not the one for you, okay? Because I feel like if somebody is like not choosing you, like would you want, if you think about it, if they're choosing somebody else, or if they don't fully commit to you and don't show you the love, do you think that you would actually be happy with them like 3 years from now, 5 years from now in the marriage? Like they could be pretending, let me say it like that, they could be pretending that you love you from the bottom of their heart and you are the one, and then you are with them for 3 years, for 5 years, you get married, you have children, and all of a sudden you see that the love is not real, or the love is not how you like, as if you have like a feeling, because if they are pretending, that means it's not the truth, right? So there will always be a lingering energy of like, this is not the real one, or this is not my partner, or this is not the one for me, okay? Even if you brush it under the rug, there will be still a lingering energy. And what if you are married, have 2 children, and then you meet the love of your life, but you are married and you have children? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but what I'm actually trying to say is that, yes, it is very, very fucked up if somebody like manipulates you or tricks you or just rejects you or is not truthful with you. But at the same time, you can also thank them, like, thank you that you revealed your face. Thank you that you showed me that you are not the one for me, because now I can find my way to my future spouse and my true love. It's almost like, imagine how your future spouse will feel about the situation. Like if your future spouse would see the situation that you get heartbroken, or that somebody is like ghosting you or not responding to you, your future spouse would be extremely happy. Like, you know, like, back off. That is my woman. That is my man. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, keep in mind that your future spouse is always with you, and they would not want you to be with this person that rejected you. So they would be extremely happy that you got rejected by this person, that it didn't work out, because they want you. They are the one that is supposed to be with you. Okay. Let's see. Let's get one more card here. Yeah, 10 of Swords. For some of you guys, this is what I just said was exactly what you needed to hear. Okay, let's see. What's the Ace of Pentacles about here? Did I bring the self-care oracle cards? Yeah. Okay. Six of Pence. Okay, and we have here the Page. Yeah, so I'm feeling an energy here when it comes to what you will be learning before you meet your future spouse. There's definitely you finding peace with whatever has happened, or you finding, again, it's almost like reinventing yourself, that you don't associate yourself with these old energies, like I'm the one that is, you know, single for 5 years. It's almost like you are rewriting history when it comes to what people associate you with. Now people will associate you with you planting roses, you know, like in a beautiful garden, or you are all of a sudden into fashion, or you found a new passion for yourself. It's almost like you will be seen in a new light before you meet your future spouse, because you're stepping into a very new energy, a new experience, a new passion. Okay, so people will be like, oh, pile number one is the one that works abroad. Or even you and yourself in your own mind, you will be like, I'm the one that took a chance to go abroad, instead of I'm the one that is single for 5 years. Okay, with the Strength card, I really feel like, yeah, it's almost like finding strength and peace. Okay, it's almost like you will be forgiving people for what they have done to you in the past. Okay, I'm feeling an energy of like forgiving those people. You might even change your perspective on the situation of what has happened in the past. Again, you never know, like if sometimes relationships don't work out, you don't know if you would have been happy with this person 5 or 10 years from now. So the way I see it is, yes, again, it's completely, you know, like fucked up that people lie and they don't reveal the truth. You know, we've all been there before, or most of us, you know. But at the same time, again, just imagine how happy your future spouse is that this relationship with this person didn't work out. How happy your future spouse is that there's not just a random person in your life taking their spot, for example, as you are single. Always keep in mind that the energy of your future spouse is with you, okay? If they would be able to see in which situation you are at, they would be saying like, you know, I'm really sorry for pile number one that she got hurt, but at the same time, I'm happy because that leads her to me, okay? So I'm feeling an energy here, guys, that you will find strength in peace, or strength in forgiving people, or forgiving certain situations. You will be seeing the past. Again, we talked about it, right? That you kind of make peace with something, but it will come up again for you to fully make peace with it, okay? So you might be triggered by a picture. You might be even triggered by like a movie, a song, okay? That is concerning love, or is talking about love matters, okay? You might even find yourself like crying for no reason because you listen to a love song or you watch a love movie, but that triggers, almost like that triggers for you to fully close that chapter, okay? Again, we talk about the purity card here, right? Talking about crying it out, forgiving somebody, not holding a grudge anymore, not looking back anymore, not checking their Instagram, deleting their number, okay? Yeah, because I feel like for some of you guys, you might be looking at somebody like, why didn't they choose me? Why are they like in a happy relationship and I'm still single over here, okay? But as you take your eyes away off of that energy, it's almost like you are discovering something new, okay? You see, it's like changing perspective. I want to say, like, if you look at like, oh, they're so happy and in love and, you know, they're about to get married, and then, but as you look at that energy, you associate yourself with the one that doesn't have that. But as you change your direction of like, let me pick up this book, let me see what's inside that book, it's almost like that's where this new energy is coming to you, and that's where you start to become the best version of yourself, okay? Okay, let's get some self-care oracle cards. What is pie number 1 learning before they can finally meet their future spouse? What up? What up? I feel like you will find like a, sorry. I feel like you will find a deep passion for something, okay? This could be starting a new job, traveling, okay? But I'm seeing specifically it might have something to do with like a job, like working abroad, traveling abroad to kind of like for an apprenticeship, okay? Starting an apprenticeship here. Anything that you... doesn't even have to be financial if I think about it. This could even be like finding a passion to go to the gym, and then you see yourself as like the gym lady, the gym man, instead of the one that got rejected. Okay. It's a little late over here. So if I talk bullshit, bear with me. Okay, see what else. What are you learning before you meet your future spouse? It's like clearing the mind from whatever has happened in the past, and again seeing yourself in a new light. Yeah, you will be walking into a completely new energy before you meet your future spouse. There will be like a big change or a big shift in your life, okay, before you meet your future spouse here. Look at the cards. So first of all, we have here surrender. It says stop trying to control life, it gets in the way of divine intervention, right? To me this feels like I feel like you will make peace with the fact that whatever is destined for you is destined for you, and you will be trusting the universe, you will be trusting destiny, you will be trusting fate, okay, for you to meet the love of your life, okay? So there's definitely an energy of you surrendering to a situation, or no longer feeling conflicted about what has happened in the past. All of a sudden you will feel like very, very peaceful about it. Like, yeah, you know, this person hurt me, but I forgive them. I'm not mad at them anymore because maybe it was not meant to be, you know, even if they completely acted a fool. It's almost like you're letting this energy go out of your body of like holding a grudge or being mad or feeling like you want to, feeling like you want revenge or something along those lines, okay? So there will be also an energy of like divine intervention, meaning you might be feeling an energy where it's almost like what you will be feeling and experiencing before you meet your future spouse is very, very intense signs, symbols, and synchronicities, more than usual, okay? Also very unusual signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So the energy of like angels, spirit guides, supernatural things happening, you seeing stuff in the sky, or very intense like synchronicities that completely blow your mind will be highly likely before you meet your future spouse. It's almost like the energy gets more intense and intense and intense before you meet your future spouse, okay? We have here action. And it says baby steps are still steps and they're better than standing still. Okay, so I'm feeling an energy before you meet your future spouse. What you will be learning, this is what I was talking about, okay? And that you are walking a completely new way, okay? You will be doing something that is completely out of your comfort zone that you've never done before, okay? For some of you guys, this talks about climbing up the corporate ladder, but this could also mean traveling abroad, going somewhere completely new, okay? Changing location, changing environment, changing company, okay? You will be walking into a completely new experience before you meet your future spouse, okay? It's almost like your chapter before you meet your future spouse starts with talking about new energy, right? Letting go of old energy, like that chapter is closed, and I really keep it closed. I'm not gonna open it up by checking their Instagram or watching what they're doing on Snapchat, okay? But then the interesting thing is then you switch to the next chapter, where the chapter is how I met the love of my life. But it first starts with your life will already be changing before this person comes to you. Does that make sense? So it's not going to be like your life is all the same, like everything is the same as it used to be. No, you will be having a new job before you meet your future spouse. You will be changing locations, you will be changing apartments, okay? Before you meet your future spouse, there's already a big change happening in your life, okay? Now we have sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. Yeah, I feel like before you meet your future spouse, you will find peace, as well as seeing a situation from both sides of the coin, right? Which we were talking about. To me, it feels like before you meet your future spouse, you will be very, very harmonious, okay? In a sense where, yeah, you will be finding peace. Certain things can no longer trigger you, but at the same time, I also feel like you will see both sides of the coin, okay? There's an energy where you will get to a conclusion about whatever has happened in the past between you and another person, or what didn't happen between you and another person. It's almost like you will be having insights in your mind that kind of help you to let go of the thoughts and the nostalgia of this person, if that makes sense, okay? It's almost like, you know how when you are in a connection with somebody and their name pops up in your head, and all of a sudden you think about them and what happened and stuff like that. I feel like you will be thinking less and less about this person, or you will be feeling less and less alone, okay? It's interesting, right? Because I feel like you will feel there's something new in your life that brings you happiness, that kind of takes away you feeling lonely or you feeling sad about being single, okay? It's like, for example, I find passion in knitting, or I find passion in creating jewelry, okay? There's still always this lingering longing for our future spouse, which is completely fine and normal. But I feel like you will be finding something that kind of makes you happy, and this energy of like longing, or this energy of feeling sad, or nostalgic, or even like looking at other people being in a relationship will become less, because there's something new that you're looking at that kind of brings you happiness, and it's outside of a relationship. It's this new experience, this new chapter, this new whatever the heck it is, okay? That's what it feels like. So I feel like you're making peace with the past. You are reinventing yourself. You're becoming a completely new person, stepping into new experiences. Your mind becomes more and more calm when it comes to the topic, what has happened between you and another person, or that you have been single for a long time, okay? Sorry guys, there's something in my eye. Guys, let's get one more card here. What will pile number 1 learn before the union can happen? Focus, okay? Your focus will be shifting. You will be focusing on something different, okay? You will be focusing on something that actually makes you really, really happy here, okay? And it has nothing to do with love. I mean, it has something to do with passion. It has something to do with being excited, okay? It has something to do with doing something that you always wanted to do, okay? And that brings you happiness outside of you wanting to be with the love of your life, okay? One more card here. What will happen in pile number 1's life? What will pile number 1 learn before the union can happen? Yeah. Again, we have disappointment here. Yeah. You're not looking at a disappointing situation anymore, okay? You're not going to be focused on disappointment anymore. You're not going to be focused on... I'm hearing you will see the glass. You will see the glass half full instead of half empty. Okay, look at how she's not looking at the mess, okay? This could be you stepping away from drama, you stepping away from a messy situation. She's no longer looking in that direction. She's looking in a completely new direction. I'm not feeling sad anymore that I am single. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some freaky stuff with the time that I have for myself. I'm no longer looking at this messy situation with this person from my past. I'm done with this bullshit. You know? Let's see. One more card here. What will you be learning? What will you be learning? I feel like you will really, I feel like you would do a lot of stuff that you always wanted to do. It feels like a to-do list, okay? But I feel like more so like a bucket list. Like, okay, I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to do this. And as you are going through the list of the things that you always wanted to do, you're meeting your future spouse, okay? Okay, my beautiful pile number 1. I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with it. I'm going to see my next one. And I wish you a lovely day. Also, check out the song Spotless Mind. Okay, I'm going to see my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. How are you guys doing? So you chose this beautiful image here. The feathers. It's interesting how you chose this image, because diving straight into your reading, what you will be learning is the difference between fear and intuition, okay? The card that came out for you guys is the card Fear. And what I want to say is, usually when our spirit guides see that we are fearful, you know how you say when you see a feather, excuse me, I just drank some water. If you see a feather, that it usually means that you are protected, or you have angelic energy around you, or your spirit guides are with you, okay? So first things first, I want to tell you guys that your spirit guides are saying you are protected, okay? And the fear that you have in your mind is not the truth. Your gut feeling and what your intuition has been telling you is the truth, okay? There's some type of energy where I feel like what you will be experiencing and learning before you meet your future spouse, I feel like you will see a lot of, how can I even say that? Like you will find coins on the floor, you will see feathers, you will see things like on the floor, or it's almost like things are being placed in your way, almost like little hints or puzzle pieces, okay? This could be quite literally that you find a coin, feathers on the floor, okay? This could also be that the universe, it almost feels like your communication with the universe and the signs, symbols, and synchronicities will be quite intense before you meet your future spouse, okay? Because I feel like you will need it. There's some type of chapter. I said that whole metaphor in pie number 1, but I'm gonna use it with you guys again because I like it, you know? It's almost like the chapter that you are closing, right? Before you meet your future spouse. This is what we're talking about, like the chapter, what does pie number 2 have to learn before the union can happen? That's this chapter that we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to talk about. And as this chapter is like closed and we open this new chapter, that's the chapter how I met the love of my life, okay? I'm feeling here the chapter that you will be closing before you meet your future spouse is a chapter that is connected to fear, okay? As well as connected to it feels like before you meet your future spouse, what you will be learning is how to trust your inner voice, how to trust the signs that you receive, and how to trust your intuition, the visions that you have, okay? Because I'm seeing an energy here where your intuition will be telling you something. You might receive visions, okay? With the High Priestess here and the Ace of Swords, you might be receiving very, very interesting visions, okay, before you meet your future spouse. I don't even know if you guys can see something because I'm usually in a cozy light, okay? You will receive visions through dreams, through meditation, deja vus as well, okay? And I'm feeling here, hold on, I'm gonna change the light. It's interesting because, yeah, it's interesting because I didn't bother putting on the lights here because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna, you know, like, I don't want to do it now, I'm too lazy. But in your pile, I felt like I want to put on the light. And it's interesting, look at that. Look at the fear card. Do you see that? I just changed the light. If you see a difference in the light, it's because I changed the light from warm to cold, okay? Do you see that? The light in the dark energy, okay? So I'm feeling here, before you meet your future spouse, you will be learning that you can trust your psychic abilities, that you can trust the visions that you get, that the deja vus might be also intense before you meet your future spouse. It's almost like your spirit guides are communicating that you can trust the vision that you receive. Yeah, okay. That you can trust the vision. Yes, absolutely. That you can trust the vision that you receive here, okay. Now with the Page of Cups here, this is also a card that is connected to Pisces energy, and Pisces energy is all about spirituality, being connected to the Most High, being connected to God, okay. So before you meet your future spouse, you might be feeling an urge to meditate more, pray more, maybe go back to church, connect to your ancestors. You might be feeling very, very drawn to astral projection, any kind of spiritual practices. You will be feeling very, very drawn to doing so, but I feel like it will get triggered by fear, or you're fearful of something, but that fear will push you back into your spiritual practices, or it will push you to like meditate more, pray more, okay. And as you pray more, meditate more, you also receive more visions, and your psychic abilities are becoming stronger, if that makes sense. And as this is happening, you will see the truth, okay? With the Ace of Swords, it always talks about the truth. I feel like you will see what will happen in the future, okay? Before you meet your future spouse, you will have a vision about the future, to keep it short and simple, okay? I'm also feeling here, ooh, baby, baby. A lot of you guys, you will be receiving a vision of your future spouse. Yep, you will. All right. okay? Because I'm feeling here for some of you guys, the fear is connected to you being scared if you will ever find the one, or if you will ever find your future spouse, okay? Or it could be just fear in general about the chaos in the world, okay? You just have some dark thoughts in your mind. But again, those dark thoughts or that fear that will kind of like bubble up again, if you don't feel like that right now, it might happen in the future, because this is kind of like a future present prediction, because some of you guys, you're already in that energy, and for others of you, this is an event that is happening before you meet your future spouse, or the energy that is bubbling up before you meet them. Now, again, some type of fear will push you to your spiritual practices, okay? Or will push you to indulge in spiritual practices, pray more, meditate more, go to church again. Or how do you say that? Even like sun gazing, moon gazing, all these things, okay? But again, for others of you, you will have a vision of your future spouse in your dreams, okay? You will see them in your dreams. You will have a dream of them. You might not see the whole face, but you might see the eyes, or you might have a dream of like a very intense like love connection, okay? You would definitely have a vision of your future spouse before you meet them. I kind of feel like spirit, yeah, it's like, you know what I'm feeling here? I feel like your spirit guides want to take away your fear of you not meeting them, okay? So they're gonna come through as you do your spiritual practices and bring you this vision, or bring you this dream, okay, from your future spouse, so that you don't fear. But let's see what you're fearful of. What is this fear connected to for pile number 2? What up? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. What is this fear connected to for pile number 2? What is pile number 2 fearful of, or what will happen here? I feel like you will feel maybe a little bit overwhelmed with life, because maybe there's so many things that you have to do, so many things that you have to accomplish. Okay, 10 of Swords. Okay. Okay, I feel like, that's interesting. I'm feeling an energy here that before you meet your future spouse, I don't know what would trigger this fear inside of you, but it almost feels like maybe you will be overwhelmed with life, meaning you don't know what your path is, or what you should be choosing as your career, as your path, okay? For others of you, I'm seeing here that you just have thoughts in your mind that kind of confuse you, almost like mental confusion, like a very confused mind, okay? And this confused mind makes you feel like your life is directionless, or you lack direction in life before you meet your future spouse, okay? But I'm seeing here, what is happening here is you will overcome that, though. That is a big lesson here. I feel like you will overcome mental confusion. You will overcome confusion here. What are you stepping into? Let's see. 10 of Swords. It's almost like I'm hearing the song Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by, yeah, I'm hearing Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar. But I'm specifically hearing I'm going to break out and hide every lock, because I'm paying attention to the cage here, okay? It's almost like you will overcome some type of mental conflict, mental confusion, even this energy of like feeling stuck in a situation, okay? So let me tell you, what you will be learning, what you will be experiencing before you meet your future spouse is how you actually overcome your overthinking mind, how you overcome anxiety, and how you overcome confusion. It's almost like before you meet your future spouse, you will have a direction in life. When before you felt a little bit like, where do I go from here? What should I do? What should I choose for myself? Okay, you will be learning that in order for you to know the truth or to see the truth, you have to be still. Okay, to me this feels like how one is trying to figure out, where do I go from here because I am confused. But then they realize that nobody can give them the answer. Then you will realize everybody can give you advice, but nobody can tell you what your path is, if that makes sense. And then you will realize that maybe if you pray, or maybe if you meditate, maybe if you start some type of practices, maybe if you sharpen your psychic abilities, that maybe there you will find the answers. Okay, so I'm feeling an energy, you will figure out an answer, or you will receive clarity on your path and what you should be doing as a career, your purpose, or what you should be doing next with your life before you meet your future spouse. Okay, so let's see, let's find out. That's why the feather is here. It's almost like the guidance from above, or the guidance from a higher source here. Okay, I'm also hearing too many cooks spoil the broth, meaning there's a lot of like different opinions, and a lot of people do different things in life. Okay, but it's almost like you will find out that instead of listening to what other people say, or instead of watching what other people do, that you can only find the answer as you become still. As you calm your mind, as you focus on your mental health. Okay, I'm also seeing here that your creativity and your imagination will be through the roof before you meet your future spouse. Okay, you will have like a lot of visions, a lot of insights. You might be even channeling certain things here, and your creativity will be through the roof. Okay, before you meet your future spouse. So let's see what else. What will pile number 2 learn before they can finally become one with their true love and their future spouse? Yep, baby. That's what we were talking about. I feel like you will find your path when it comes to your career. Okay, before you meet your future spouse, you will, I talked about it already. Okay, some of you guys, you will be stepping into a very creative job. Okay, a very creative profession with the Page of Cups. But I want to say that before you meet your future spouse, you will be knowing your purpose. You will be knowing the job that makes you the happiest. Okay, you will be extremely happy with your job, or you will be extremely happy with the position that you have in the company here. Okay, I feel like for some of you guys, you will also be creating a lot of things, meaning like if you will be a business owner, you will be like producing a lot of stuff, putting out a lot of things. Okay, there's something about clarity on your purpose and clarity on the profession that you want to execute, okay, in this world. Let's see, let's find out. What will you be learning? Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be very happy with your job, okay? But again, I think before you meet your future spouse, you will be at a place where you don't know what to do, and then this energy of confusion almost like again pushes you to, you know what, let me rest, let me calm down my mind, let me meditate, let me pray, let me journal. It brings you back to maybe practices that you have done in the past, but then you got a little bit confused by this overwhelming world and all the options here. Or you will actually find yourself it's almost like finding yourself in spirituality here, or finding yourself in spiritual practices, finding yourself in praying more. For some of you guys, you might be starting, or you might be reading the Bible before you meet your future spouse, or you might, you know, like start to read, you know, like ancient, how do you say that? Ancient books or religious books, okay? You might be also following gurus or following teachers, okay? That kind of ease your mind. For example, what comes to my mind is Eckhart Tolle or Eckhart Tolle. I don't know how you pronounce it in English. Yeah, it's interesting because I can relate to what I'm seeing here in the cards for you, because I wasn't at a place in my life, of course, we all have been there, where I was extremely confused with life and I didn't know what the heck is going on and why the heck I'm here, to be honest. And then I found a book by Eckhart Tolle, and he's like a big advocate for mental health, and he kind of like teaches how you can overcome your overthinking mind. That's what it feels like. I feel like you will be following a guru, you will be following a teacher that kind of, it's almost like the perfect teacher for your problem. Does that make sense? So again, you might be coming across a book, you might be coming across a video, but I feel like you will find the perfect guru or the perfect teacher that teaches you what you need at this point in your life, okay? I feel like that's what's gonna happen here with you guys. And as that happens, that's when you gain clarity over your purpose, okay? Let's see, what is the Lovers about? What up? What is pile number 2 learning before the union can happen? Yeah, the Magician. For some of you guys, you are manifesting to have visions about your future spouse. Okay. For a lot of you guys, you will be seeing your person, you will be seeing the love of your life in a dream. As you're meditating, all of a sudden you receive like a vision from them, or you see them, okay? You see their eyes, or you have like a very intense love dream, and you will know in your heart that this was about your future spouse. For others of you, I'm seeing here what you will be learning. Yeah, it's almost like, I want to say you will really feel deeply connected to like a teacher, a therapist, a guru, a spiritual practice, a book, okay? You will feel like very deeply connected, and you will relate to somebody. But again, it talks about spirituality, so meaning, for example, Sadhguru, or I don't know what was his name, Moji, okay? Or you will be finding like a really good therapist, okay, that you really deeply like. And as you become one with this energy, okay, because this energy is like a very wise energy, that teaches you again exactly what you need at this point in time in your life. And I feel like it teaches you to overcome fear, okay? And as you overcome this fear through you relating and connecting to somebody who already overcame that, okay, that's when you really become extremely psychic, okay? I'm seeing here you will become extremely psychic here, meaning that at some point you will not need this teacher anymore, because you know how to do it on your own, or you know how to receive answers by praying or by just sitting down or calming down, okay? Something along those lines. It's like first you are a student, and then you learn so much from this guru, this teacher, this therapist, that then you can go out into the world on your own. Does that make sense? Yeah, beautiful. Wow, you will go through like a big transformation here, guys. Two of Swords. Okay. It's almost like I want to tell you guys something, okay? So I'm feeling an energy here that you guys, you are very, 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 very gifted with imagination, okay? I think I said that in another reading, but the interesting thing about imagination is imagination has two sides to it, okay? If you use imagination in the wrong way, your mind is extremely good at imagining the worst case scenarios, okay? Because some people, they don't have a vivid imagination, right? And if they don't have a vivid imagination, yeah, they might have fears here and there. They might be fearing, they might be anxious here and there, but it's specifically bad for the people who have a strong imagination, who have a strong way of like visualizing things, okay? So the wrong way of using imagination is creating worst case scenarios in your mind, because the people who have a strong imagination and perceive things very vividly when they imagine them, they suffer a little bit more than the people that are not creative at all and that don't have a lot of imagination at all, okay? So I'm feeling here you are transforming your imaginative mind. You're highly gifted with imagination, meaning you would be the one to start new trends. You would be the one to come up with new inventions. You would be the one to where your videos blow up because you do something completely out of the box, okay, if that makes sense. It's like you have such a beautiful, beautiful imagination that you can create something extremely beautiful that has never been seen before, that has never been done before, and for that reason, it brings success to you. That's the beautiful side to imagination, but it can also go in the wrong way, where you have so much imagination that it goes into the wrong places, or you channel it into the wrong places, meaning creating worst case scenarios. And what I'm seeing here is you're actually overcoming the fear in your mind, okay, or the fears that your imagination creates in your mind. And there's going to be a switch to how you use your imaginative mind and how you use all the you know, like the images that pop up in your head to your advantage. And I'm seeing here that you will actually, how do you even say that? I feel like that's when you can finally that's where you can finally enjoy your imagination, okay? It feels like you can finally enjoy your imagination because it goes into the right channel, it goes into the right direction, okay? It's almost like tuning into the right station, into the right frequency with your imagination, to the point where it actually benefits you, okay, instead of your imagination going in the wrong place where it creates worst case scenarios in your mind, okay? Yeah, that's what you're gonna learn. And for that reason, you will then have a very, very clear mind about your purpose, who you are as a person, what you're gonna do as a career, okay? And for that reason, you're also gonna find the perfect, it feels like the perfect job for you, okay? So I feel like you will, before you meet your future spouse, you will be extremely happy with your job. That's what I'm seeing here. 5 of Wands. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like clearing the clutter in your mind with spiritual practices, or with following a teacher that teaches you how to overcome an overthinking mind, or how to overcome a specific fear here, okay? Now I'm hearing the devil's in the details, okay? That's interesting. Let me see. One more card here. The wheel, baby. We talked about it. I don't know what my neighbors are doing. It's like almost like it's 11. It's 11 in the evening. What the heck is that? Okay, that was weird. My screen picture just completely changed to palm trees. So maybe palm trees are significant to you here, okay? Now with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles, this is feeling happy, feeling blissful about your career, about your job, okay? This could also be being very, very lucky that you get a position in a job that a lot of people want because it's like a cool job or something like that, okay? So with this Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing here, before you meet your future spouse, there's some type of fear that you are overcoming, okay? And as you overcome this fear, it leads you to the job that you always wanted to have, or you being extremely happy. Yeah, you being extremely happy with the job that you execute, or let's see, let's get one more card here. Ace of Pens, yeah. This could be you changing your career, you coming across a really, really cool job. You might be changing your job before you meet your future spouse, but it's a job that you like. It's a job that makes you smile, that makes you happy, okay? It's a job that you're just happy in this position, in this job, in this company, wherever you're gonna end up, okay? Let's see. What is the devil about? What's the devil about? Give me a second, guys. What's the devil about here? Six of Pens. Okay, a lot of you guys, you will be diving really, really deep here, I'm seeing, okay? With the devil, it tells me the devil's in the details, okay? So I feel like you will, there's some type of realization that you will have. Okay, I'm also seeing here, you will be saying to yourself that you can no longer do certain things, okay? So you will be cutting off, you will be saying goodbye to anything and everything that triggers anxiety and fear inside of you. Even people, habits, certain belief systems, whatever the heck it is, okay? I feel like you will, you know what oh, that's so freaking lovely. I'm seeing here, I'm hearing, I'm no longer giving in. I am no longer believing this negative voice in my mind. I'm no longer believing in fear. I don't believe in fear anymore. I believe in intuition. I believe in protection. I believe in spirit guides. I believe in God. I don't believe in fear anymore. Wow. That's beautiful, isn't it? That's freaking beautiful. You got me there. Okay. So let's get a few more cards here, guys. I'm just checking the time. Okay. So let's get a few more cards here. What would pile number 2 be learning before they meet the love of their life? That's interesting. We talked about how you have a very vivid imagination that can be an advantage and a disadvantage. Now, if you let go of your fear, like, oh my God, I don't know if I will find the love of my life, and you create worst case scenarios where you end up alone, but then there's a shift in your mind, right? It's like a door. So you go into this door instead of that door. All of a sudden, it's very, very easy for you to connect to your future spouse, to receive visions, okay? Because you have such an imaginative, vivid mind, okay? Let's see. What will pile number 2 be learning before they meet their future spouse and their true love? Whoop, la 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 la. Yeah, you will be definitely learning a new profession here, okay? I'm definitely seeing that here. It has something to do with your career. There's a big shift, a big change in your career. 7 of Swords, okay. 8 of Pens. What will number 2 be learning? What's the lesson they have to learn before they meet their future spouse? Okay. Yeah. This is finding the truth about what do I want to do on planet Earth? What do I want to be known for? What do I want to do as my profession here? This has a lot to do with your career here, okay? There's some type of like bliss, some type of luck, some type of beautiful energy surrounding your career before you meet your future spouse. Okay, with the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit always talks about finding the answer, okay? Finding out what is my truth? What do I want to be known for? Do I really want to continue this job, or do I feel like I'm ready for something new? Do I want to change, you know, the company, or do I want to completely start like a new journey? Do I want to, do I want to maybe take on or learn new skills to go in a completely new direction? Do I want to go back to something old that I have been doing? Do I want to become independent? Do I want to start my own company? Okay, lots of questions when it comes to your career, your purpose here, but you will be finding the answer. As you find the answer, as you find the answer to your question, what am I meant to do on planet Earth? Or what is truly my dream career, my dream job? As you find that answer, baby, who's here? Who's here? Oh my God, you see? So the union between you and your future spouse is directly linked to your job and your career, okay? Specifically to you being happy with your job and your career. Look at that, here they are. Can't take my eyes off of you. Okay, so I just got a little bit dreamy here. You see, that's what I'm saying here, okay? So I feel like, again, before you meet your future spouse, you will be most definitely having a dream, a vision, something of that, something like that, okay? Because I feel quite dreamy here with you guys. I wouldn't be surprised if you are a water sign. I pick up so much Pisces energy here, okay? It feels like I'm feeling a strong energy here of Pisces. But the thing with water signs is, you don't have to be a water sign for this reading to resonate, but specifically for my beautiful Cancerians and Pisces and Scorpios. You have to imagine, if you are a water sign, that also means that just like the ocean, you're very easily moved, okay? You're easily moved by the moon, you're easily moved by the wind, okay? So it's not that easy for you to find stability, or your journey to finding stability as a water sign, okay? Or even as an air sign, I feel like, okay? Is a little bit different, okay? You have to understand that as you are such a emotional person, okay? As you are somebody who is easily influenced, triggered, and moved by certain things, that this can also lead you astray, because as you are so easily moved by a lot of things, you sometimes lose yourself. It's almost like you lose yourself in this big sea, in this big ocean, because there's so much to explore and so much to see, okay, to the point where you don't know what is the right thing for you, okay? And again, it's like it's all about emotions, but this whole energy, like water signs are all about emotions and going with the flow and feeling through, or being moved, by the beauty of the world, or even like the shadow side, But then again, it's a little bit hard to find stability, because your soul is all about water. It's all about exploring and experiencing life, and not so much about routine, okay? Because routine means that your imagination cannot live. But what if you find a job, a career where you can still bring in your imagination, or you find like a job that doesn't kill your vibe? We talked about Kendrick Lamar, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. What if you find something that doesn't kill your vibe, that doesn't kill your imaginative, emotional energy, okay? I feel like that's your path here. But again, as soon as you find out, this is what I want to do, this is my career, okay? This is my business. That's when your future spouse is here, okay? That's when they are here. That's when they come. That's when your spirit is ready to meet them, okay? I want to get one more card here for you guys. Anything else you want pile number 2 to know? What can they do? What can they do to find out the answer to their question and release this fear, okay? Okay, let's see. First of all, what can you do to find the answer to your question here? Self-worth. It says, why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? So Spirit is saying here, I feel like it almost feels like don't put limitations on what is possible, okay? A lot of people are right now creating jobs that are not even a job yet. You know how 5 or 10 years ago, social media manager wasn't even a job? That's what I'm talking about. It's almost like don't put limitations on what is possible for you, okay? It says, why settle for crumbs? For example, why settle for a shitty job or a situation when you deserve a whole meal, when so much more is possible, okay? Don't put limitations on what is possible, I'm hearing. What can pile number 2 do to find the answer to their question here? Okay. Just have to check the time, guys. Okay. Look at that. Today you are a curator of beauty. You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of doubt that all is well in the world, okay? So I'm seeing an energy here. That's what we're talking about. What moves you? What moves you inside? Because I'm seeing I keep seeing like a moon, and it is said that the moon moves the ocean with the frequency of the moon. So it's almost like you will know the answer to your question by what moves you, what makes you cry out of sadness, and what makes you cry out of bliss. What moves you emotionally? That's where you find your answer. Now let's see, how can you overcome this fear? What can you do about that fear? Yeah, and you see, the calmer you are, the more time slows down, and the easier it is to get everything done, okay? Breathe in, breathe out. You need a little bit more time for yourself, okay? You need a little bit more time for yourself where you catch your breath quite literally, okay? What can you do to overcome this fear? Pile number 2, what up? It says, a resistance to change is a resistance to life itself. Open your heart and mind to new beginnings. So again, I feel like what Spirit is saying here, if you really want to dissolve this fear, it's time for you to start like a new practice, okay? Everything new, a new teacher, a new guru, a new therapist, okay? A new book, okay? Anything that is new when it comes to practices that calm you down. Whatever the heck it is, you might even come up with your own practice, okay? Singing bowls, watering plants, it could be literally anything, okay? But there's definitely a change needed when it comes to a change needed when it comes to practices that you do or what you do throughout the day that either triggers anxiety or brings calm energy to you, okay? Okay, my beautiful pie number 2. I hope you like this reading. Let me know in the comments if you resonate with it. I love you guys. Do not fear. Everything is coming to you, okay? All the answers. And I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, beautiful pie number 3. How are you guys doing? So you chose this beautiful image here. Okay, so let's find out. What are you learning before you meet your future spouse, okay? I said that in the other 2 piles because I really like to speak in metaphors so that, you know, kind of like to really internalize certain things. But what we're going to talk about is the chapter that you are closing before this new chapter begins in your book that says how I met the love of my life, if that makes sense, okay? So we're going to talk about the chapter that you are closing, which is what happens right before you meet your future spouse, a few days, a few weeks, a few months before you meet them, okay? So let's talk about it, pile number 3. It's interesting because I actually wanted to start your reading and all of a sudden I got this strong, it was such a strong urge to dance out of happiness. I felt like very giddy, very happy. I wanted to dance, okay? And I can already see in the cards why, but let's talk about it. So the card that came out for you is the Path. Okay, so that's the card that came out for you. We also have here the 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Chariot, and the King of Pentacles. Honey, things are looking good over here, okay? Okay, so to be completely honest, I feel like what you are learning before you meet your future spouse is all about making your wishes come true, making your dreams come true. This could be little wishes such as going to a specific country for a vacation, or big wishes that you have when it comes to your career. The King of Pentacles also talks about financial stability. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like before you meet your future spouse, there is a wish fulfillment when it comes to financial stability, or when it comes to you settling down in a specific country or a specific location that you always wanted to go to. So basically, before you meet your future spouse, there's no heavy energy around you, okay? Before you meet your future spouse, you will feel quite lighthearted, you will feel quite excited about life, okay? And there's a strong emphasis here on manifesting your dreams, specifically when it comes to where you will be living, where you will be traveling, or where you will go to, your travel destinations, as well as financial stability and settling down, okay? So I'm seeing here for a lot of you guys, this isn't even a lesson. To me, it almost feels like it's just like a chapter in your life, but I'm not seeing here any big lesson, okay? It's almost like 3 of Pens, yeah. This has definitely something to do with creative projects here, okay? So again, as I said, yeah, you're quite fast, okay? I'm seeing an energy here. Okay, give me a second. Let me just look what's going on here. Okay. Oh, wait, was there the Queen of Pens? Yeah. Queen of Wands, okay. Do we have here the Hermit? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, I already felt that. Okay, so pile number 3. What I'm seeing here, before you meet your future spouse, it's all about having fun. To keep it short and simple, I feel like your reading will also be quite short here because there's not much. It almost feels like I feel like you have overcome a lot of things, okay? I feel an energy where you already traveled a long way, meaning you went through heartbreak, you went through healing, you went through forgiving, you went through all kinds of things. And I almost want to say this chapter before you meet your future spouse is all about having fun, being joyous, doing things that you always wanted to do, dancing, creating things, enjoying the fruits of your labor, okay? I also feel like before you meet your future spouse, you will be achieving a wish when it comes to your financial stability. May it be earning a specific amount of money, may it be investing into a real estate, stock market, cryptocurrency, and you will see the fruits of your labor. Well, it's not labor, but you know what I mean. Like, you will see that where you have invested your time into, it actually brings financial stability and financial security to you. I'm seeing a lot of energy of like financial abundance here, okay? So a lot of you guys, you will be manifesting financial abundance into your life. You will be quite stable, quite happy, quite I'm just feeling an energy of like life is good, okay? To me, this King of Coins, I really like his energy. It's like he's happy with his life, okay? He's happy with what he has accomplished, okay? He's just enjoying his free time, okay? It could even be that before you meet your future spouse, there might be an energy of like you having a lot of free time because you are financially stable, or because you have a lot of funds okay? Your bank account looks amazing, okay? There is an energy like I'm feeling here what you will be learning, what you will be experiencing before you meet your future spouse is all about manifesting your dreams when it comes to you becoming the King of Coins, meaning you becoming financially stable. You're happy with your bank account, you're happy with the salary, you're happy with your position in a company, okay? Depending on what you want to do for a living, okay? You're really just enjoying yourself. For others of you, I'm seeing here, you might be going on vacation before you meet your future spouse, but it looks like a longer vacation. I'm feeling like between 2 to 4 weeks, okay? And for others of you, before you meet your future spouse, I'm seeing here that you will be investing into something, okay? You might be investing into something like real estate, again, real estate, cryptocurrency, or you might be starting something on your own with the King of Coins, meaning you will feel ready to start your own company, or you worked so hard at your job that you put enough money away for you to start your own business, okay? Something along those lines, okay? You will really just enjoy your life before you meet your future spouse. Again, this could be because you will be on vacation, or you would take a little bit of time off from work, okay? Meaning that you might be traveling before you meet your future spouse, or traveling for a few months. I'm seeing here with the money that you have put away from work, something like that, okay? So let's see. It's straight to the point. It's really as you enjoy yourself, okay? As you enjoy, because I feel like the King of Pentacles puts a lot of effort and time into something until he actually can rest, right? The King of Coins is somebody, they are very, very good with their finances. They make smart moves. And because they make smart moves and they put a lot of energy and effort into something, that also means at some point they can just, you know, rest and enjoy the fruits of their labor, okay? Because they're doing well with their finances, so they don't worry about finances, right? You know, I've put a lot of effort into something the last 6 months. My bank account looks good. Let me take off like 2 weeks from work, or let me go on vacation. It looks like that. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you will be going on vacation. You might be traveling a lot before you meet your future spouse here. But again, it's all about enjoying yourself, enjoying life, enjoying your accomplishments, okay? You will be enjoying some type of accomplishment here before you meet your future spouse. But let's see, let's dive a little bit deeper, okay? What will pile number what will pile number 3 experience or learn before they meet their future spouse? What up? Oh, that card wanted to come out. 2 of Pens. I feel like you will be, it's interesting, there's a beautiful balance between being busy, because I'm seeing a busy energy here, but it's interesting, again, it feels like being busy, but it will not feel like, you will not feel stressed being busy. You will be quite happy being busy. Does that make sense? It's almost like You will be doing something when it comes to your career, your work, your livelihood, what you will create in the future that brings you financial stability. You do put a lot of work and effort into it, but it's actually super duper fun. Like, you have so much fun juggling two things. There's also an energy, some of you guys, you might be finding a second source of income, second or third source of income before you meet your future spouse, okay? That you will be putting a lot of time and effort into, but it's not stressful. It actually makes you freaking happy. This is something you will be busy and booked, but extremely happy with that, okay? But at the same time, it's two energies that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing here you being busy doing your thing, but being very happy with whatever the heck you're doing, okay? Let's say you have your job, but then you also start your side hustle where you do nails for people, or you teach English, you know, online, and it brings like a good amount of money to you that makes you happy, but you also enjoy teaching English to foreign children or something along those lines, okay, if that makes sense. But at the same time, as you are very busy booked and busy and booked, at the same time, I'm also seeing here you're really enjoying yourself. So it's almost like you will have like a really good work-life balance, I want to say. Your work-life balance is amazing here, okay? Your work-life balance will be amazing. Okay, let's see. The Magician, yeah, you will, there's some type of manifestation coming through. Before you meet your future spouse, I feel like there's a wish manifesting, specifically when it comes to your bank account, your money flow, where you will settle down, okay, where you will be living, okay. This could also be, even if it's not like you having your own side hustle or your own business, I feel like it could be for some of you guys that you will be relocating to a different country, okay, where the work-life balance is good, or you are quite busy at work, but you really like your job, or you are very happy with what the heck you're doing there, but at the same time, where you will be living, the energy in the country that you will relocate to, okay, will make you very happy, will make you very relaxed, which is the reason why I pick up a very good work-life balance here, okay? Even if it's not you know, a business, this could even be like, for some of you guys, you took a chance and you invest into cryptocurrency, and all of a sudden manifestation is happening, okay, which means your cryptocurrency, whatever the heck you have been investing into, triple the amount of money comes to you, okay. There's some type of luck around you when it comes to finances, money, your bank account, or where you will be settling down, you being extremely happy and blissful in the country that you will relocate to, where you will be moving, okay. That brings you such an amount of like joyous energy here. You will be enjoying your life, okay? What's the Chariot about? There's definitely something manifesting here. It's a wish. There's definitely a wish that will be manifesting before you meet your future spouse, okay? Nine of Coins. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Nine of Coins. Independent. Enjoying the money that you worked for. May it be in a company. May it be something that you do on your own. Okay. Nine of Pence. So you will be you will feel very stable and happy here before you meet your future spouse, which is the reason, again, I feel like the interesting thing is, I feel like pie number 1 and pie number 2 were at different stages in their life. I almost want to say that you went through a lot of chapters already that pie number 1 and pie number 2 are currently going through, okay? And I'm feeling here, you're just enjoying Empress. The Empress is all about enjoying. It's all about pleasure, enjoying yourself, okay? Interesting. That's such a crazy energy here that I pick up. What is the Tower about, though? What's the Tower about? The Strength card, okay. What is the Tower about with the Chariot? What up? Seven of Cups. Why is the Tower here? Okay. For some of you guys, I'm seeing here with the Tower card, there will be something unexpected happening in your life before you meet your future spouse. You will not see that coming. It's almost like expect the unexpected, okay? I'm seeing here, for a lot of you guys, you don't even think of relocating, but you might be a little bit surprised that you will be relocating, okay? With the Chariot and the Tower card, this almost feels like there's gonna be something unexpected happening here, meaning unexpected could be falling in love with a guy that comes from Italy, and then you move to Italy because of love. For example, it's very unexpected. You don't see that coming. You're kind of you're living currently in Sweden, okay, and you're not thinking about moving to Italy, but then this unexpected change or event happens that makes you relocate to a different country, okay? So I'm also seeing here unexpected relocation, okay? Unexpected relocation, or the urge to relocate will unexpectedly creep in, okay, for a lot of you guys. For others of you, I'm seeing here that let's see, let me get one more card here, what the Tower is about, because I'm feeling here for some of you guys this is also unexpected manifestation, meaning that something is like it's, let me see, what is the Tower about here? With the Magician and the Tower, yes. The Magician and the Tower is a manifestation coming through very unexpectedly, almost to the point where it shocks you, okay? What is the Tower about here, Spirit? Power. Ooh, what up? Power. Four of Power. Oh, okay, that's a little weird. What up? Guys, what's going on here? The Wheel of Fortune. There's a huge change happening here. Give me 1 second, because I feel like before you meet your future spouse, what is this conflict about with the Five of Defeat? Okay. So, guys, I feel like with you guys, it is not far away until you meet your future spouse. I haven't seen that in pile number 1 or pile number 2, but here I'm seeing it because the card already came out in the middle of the spread that talks about what you will be learning, okay, before you meet your future spouse, but they're right in the middle here, okay? So there's an energy where, yeah, maybe that might be a little bit unexpected here, okay? It might be, yeah, okay, because I'm feeling here, yeah, that something is coming to you faster than you think. So your future spouse will be in your life faster than you think. You will not see that coming. Even if you feel like, oh, I might be seeing it coming, you will not, because they will be faster in your life than you think, okay, than you planned even, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, because I'm seeing before I meet my future spouse, for example, I'm feeling like you might meet them faster than you think. And this Tower here talks about, it's interesting because I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is an energy where something is manifesting very abruptly or unexpectedly, okay? It's a wish fulfillment that is happening before you meet your future spouse here, but it almost comes in as a surprise or as a shock. There might also be multiple things manifesting at once. Almost like, you know how the waiting period before you, like you want something to be real, okay? Because I don't like the word manifestation. But you have a vision in your mind and you want it to be real, okay? And there's multiple things that you want to do, or like that you want your life to look like. And I'm seeing here that multiple things will come to you at once, which will overwhelm you. I'm also seeing here this might also be an energy where your business is booming. If some of you guys are entrepreneurs, your business will be booming to the point where it's almost overwhelming for you guys, okay? I'm seeing an energy here, the Tower card. It's almost like something unexpected. An unexpected event will make you move in a different direction or in a different location that resolves some type of conflict here. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like almost like luck is on your side. Yeah, that's what it is about. Okay, so I'm seeing here a lot of you guys, before you meet your future spouse, you will be contemplating, how can I make this happen? Or how can I make this vision that I have in my mind happen, okay? Look at that contemplation energy. How the heck am I going to make this happen for myself? What I have in my mind. I want to live in this country. How do I get there? I want to have this job. How do I get there? I want to make this specific amount of money every month. How do I get there? Okay. And then you will be like in a mental conflict, like, how do I make this happen? How do I make this happen? Really like contemplating, how can you finally manifest this beautiful thing in your life, okay? And then there is a big change happening here that brings you peace with the Wheel of Fortune, meaning fortune or luck will be on your side, because something that you stressed about, you will be stressing about, I wish this would manifest, and then it comes to you, it's manifesting. So there's definitely an energy where you will be manifesting. You will be manifesting either independence, financial stability, double the amount of salary. It definitely has something to do with either where you will be living, so you will find a way to get to your desired country, or you will be finding a way to become independent, to work independently, to make your business grow, your business boom, or to find a second or third source of income, okay? Anything that has something to do with your career and you doing well, which means you can afford vacation, you can afford this, you can really enjoy life, basically, okay? That's what's going to happen here. There's manifestation happening. A vision that you had in mind becomes real because you put a lot of effort into it with the Two of Pentacles. And because you put a lot of effort into something, it almost feels like before you meet your future spouse, you will be in an energy of enjoying all the hard work or reaping the rewards of all the hard work that you have been putting in to making this real for yourself here. Okay? You will be enjoying yourself. And then we talk about the Tower here, which talks about and was clarified by the Four of Power, and then the Lovers card, which tells me that you will meet them faster than you think. Faster than has been predicted, faster than you think. The Tower is always unexpected. Listen, Linda. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So I'm seeing here, before you meet your future spouse, that you will be in an energy where you overcome depending, or like depending on somebody. Like you will not depend, for example, on the government for money, or you will not depend on a person. You will not, it's like you find your independence when it comes to financial stability, okay? For example, you no longer depend on your dad or your mom supporting you financially, because you have a second source of income. You found a way to find a second or third source of income. So now you no longer rely on other people or the government or whatever the heck the situation is, okay? It's almost like you are reclaiming, do you say reclaiming? You're reclaiming your independence, where you no longer have to, where you no longer feel stuck or tied to somebody or something, okay? That's why I feel this freedom here. It's like, oh, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Like, I don't have to worry about it because I have 2 or 3 sources of income. I don't have to ask for money anymore. I can pay my debts, for example. If you have debts, I can pay my debts. I can pay back my dad, okay? I don't feel shackled anymore to somebody or something here. That's interesting. This is your path from being dependent on somebody or something. For some of you guys, this is also talking about overcoming an addiction. You are reclaiming your independence, feeling completely free. You're not tied to anything, or you're not depending on anything, not tied to anything or anyone here. And if you are, it's because you want to be there. Does that make sense? Not because you have to. If you will not do something like on your own, it will be a company, or you will be relocating to a company where you actually want to be and not where you have to be. Okay? Dang. Freaking amazing here, guys. I'm really, really happy for you. I feel like, yeah, you're leaving. Where are you leaving? You will be leaving, 10 of Cups. And then we have the 4 of Pens. Okay, I'm feeling here you will be leaving. Yeah, it's something about like you depending on somebody or something, meaning like you depend on this money to come in. You depend on your mother to support you financially. You depend on the government. Okay, you depend on this job. You hate this job, but you depend on it. But your path, what you're learning, what is happening in your life is that you no longer depend on it because you are independent, okay? You can rely on yourself, meaning like I have this going, I have that going, I know there's money coming in, there's money coming in, I'm financially stable, I have a better position in a different company, I finally took the chance and said I quit my job here, I don't feel good here, and I found a company that is better for me. Okay, that's awesome. That's beautiful. Okay, you see, I don't really have much to say because you're doing just an amazing job, to be honest. Okay, so let's see. Anything else? What will pile number 3 learn before they meet their future spouse? Even if you feel like I don't know what the heck you're talking about, this is a prediction, guys, okay? Meaning this is what happens before you meet your future spouse, even if you feel like you're not in this energy yet. If you are in this energy already, honey, then you also know that the union between you and your future spouse is very, very near, because what I'm describing is what happens before that. So if you feel like I'm describing what you're currently going through, then that also means that the union is not far away. Okay, there's a lot of like daydreaming here. Okay, before you meet your future spouse, you will have a lot of like, you will be very dreamy or daydreaming. You will look forward to the future, or you will feel very, very positive about the future here. Okay, with the kindergarten teacher, let me see. What will you be learning or experiencing before you meet your future spouse, for the union can take place? Oh. What will you be learning? Why the heck is this guy coming out all the time? Okay, I don't know why this is coming up, but it is for somebody. I also feel like you will be discovered. I don't know what that means, but I feel like you will be discovered. I don't know what the heck that means, guys, but it is for somebody, because it keeps like lingering in my ear. So I have to say it. I feel like you will be discovered, okay? This guy is getting on my nerves. It's the second time around that he comes out. It's like you. Like, what does this person want from you? Okay, it feels like you get discovered. Let's see, what the heck is that about? What is the journalist about here? Yeah, you get discovered. King and Queen of Pentacles. What's going on here? I told you, I knew it. Guys, the union between you and your future spouse is very, very near. It's actually, I just said you will get discovered, right? Now, this could talk about all kinds of things, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, in the middle of you manifesting and making your dreams a reality, okay? Because I feel like you have like a mindset. I feel like you have a mindset. Earth, okay? I'm picking up Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. The beauty about earth signs is that they are very, very smart when it comes to making sure that they have a financially stable life, or very, very smart, because it's interesting because I watched a video, like a pick a card, before I started to film for you guys, and the lady said wealth starts in the mind. Wealth is a mindset, okay? And it totally makes sense, because if you look at all these people that are entrepreneurs, or these people that are multi-millionaires, billionaires, like Bill Gates, you know, it starts with the mindset, okay? They didn't wake up like some, you know, like some people wake up rich because they get born into a rich family, but a lot of people, they wake up just like you and me, in a normal house with a bed, you know, brushing their teeth, eating breakfast, but the mind works differently. The mind is wealthy before the wealth manifests, okay? And I'm feeling an energy that you are very, very smart when it comes to making things work for you, meaning like materialistically, because we live in a world where we have to find a way to financially be stable. And I feel like no matter what you're currently going through, you have a mind, okay? You have a mind that will, how can I even say that? You have a mind that is wealthy, meaning you have a mind that will bring you financial stability, that will bring you, it doesn't even have to be like a lot of money or whatever, okay? But just a life where you can go on vacation frequently, or you can buy a little nicer things, okay? It starts in your mind. Your mind is extremely, extremely smart, okay? And Spirit just wants to let you know, no matter your situation, you have a mind that vibrates on the frequency wealth, meaning at some point it is manifesting, and I can already see a manifestation here, okay? So we have here, you see, we talked about it, right? We talked about it. This person can be the next millionaire, the next business owner. What do you think the person that started McDonald's, Burger King? They were little babies, they grew up, they were teenagers, okay? Let's talk about the people that didn't grow up rich, or they were not born in a rich family. They had a normal room as you, some wore glasses like you, okay? Went to school like you. But their mind, there was a vision in their mind. There was a vision in their mind. That's the difference. Which is the reason why we have the path card here. Your path to financial stability, independence, success, and you just really, really, really enjoying life because you put in the work, okay? Getting rewarded here. For some of you guys, I'm seeing here, you might also be quitting your job before you meet your future spouse and you become like self-employed, okay? For somebody out here. And I feel like your future spouse is here. They're here. I can feel them. I can feel their energy here. Because we have the King and the Queen of Pens here. Okay, meaning there's already a pair. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Awesome. That's beautiful here. But you would definitely end something here, okay? But I feel like it's the end of being dependent, the end of an addiction, the end of depending on somebody or something here. Quitting your job, going to a new one, becoming self-employed, okay? Something like that. Something like that. Okay, you would definitely be super duper fulfilled with your life as your future spouse comes in. I feel like, do you know what I actually want to say that you meet your future spouse at a point in time where you enjoy life and they just come into your life to enjoy life with you, okay? It's a beautiful energy here. I like it. Okay, let's see. Anything else for pile number 3? What will pile number 3 learn before they meet their future spouse? Anything pile number 3 will be learning before they meet their future spouse. It's like this person is near. They're already in your energy. They're already in your spread, okay? Okay, yeah. What will you be learning? Wow, that's interesting. Now that I'm looking at this card, it looks like a transition, doesn't it? It looks like going from one place to another. So actually, again, it talks about relocation. May it be you relocating from one job to another, from one country to another, from one city to another, or from being employed to self-employed, to being a business owner. There's some type of transition that is happening here. You will meet your future spouse in a new energy, in a new environment, okay? May it be, again, a new job, you being self-employed, you relocating, even like the relocation of a department, but I feel like it's a big relocation here, okay? It feels like a big leap of faith or a big relocation. It's a completely different energy and environment, even like a different routine I'm seeing here. You will be having a different routine before you meet your future spouse, okay? Because there again, there's also the transition. Do you see that? You will be transitioning from one environment, from one routine, from one way of living to another. Hold on, let's do it like that. Boom. In that way. It says your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. So you will be making a decision before you meet your future spouse to choose happiness, okay? And you choosing happiness, or you choosing you feeling your well-being, might require for you to quit a job, to change a job, to move elsewhere, to cut out or cut off an addiction here, okay? Patience, you see, it is safe to wait. That's the interesting thing, okay? Guys, I've been seeing that you will be a little bit like, the interesting thing is before you meet your future spouse, you will be in an energy where you are really putting all your sweat and tears and energy into something for it to become a reality. And during the time where you don't see it manifesting, you will panic a little bit. But then the manifestation comes through super duper fast, almost to the point where it shocks you because you waited for so long. Does that make sense? It's like you're so used to waiting that all of a sudden it is there, but your patience is being rewarded. It is safe to wait, okay? Anything else? Yeah, you will be in an energy where you see, it looks like the same energy. Do you see that? You will be in a very calm, patient energy before you meet your future spouse. But it has also something to do with waiting for something to come in, or waiting for, yeah, it's like waiting for your manifestation to come in, okay? just enjoying yourself. It's like a very positive attitude that I'm picking up here. Or you might be in an energy where you are changing your mind or your attitude to a very, very positive attitude before you meet your future spouse. Yeah, optimism, we talked about it. You will be very, very optimistic and happy before you meet your future spouse. If you're going to make up stories in your head about people and circumstances, please make them love stories with happy endings. I told you that their energy is already around you. Why does it say love stories? It's almost like another love story can begin. Oh my God. Because I use the metaphor, one chapter closes, another one opens, and we have a book here, okay? Some of you guys, you might actually be writing a book before you meet your future spouse, okay? Some of you guys, you might be also buying a cat. It's just like side notes here. There's something about, yeah, something will be growing in your career big time, to the point where it brings you immense stability, okay? Where you will be just chilling, not stressing, chilling. Okay? And again, I feel like as you are enjoying yourself, enjoying your life, your future spouse will come in and enjoy life with you, okay? Okay, my beautiful pile number 3, I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you like it. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. So you chose this beautiful image here, okay? Let's find out. What will you be learning before you meet your future spouse? Meaning, I want to use a metaphor. So imagine that we're going to talk about the chapter that you will be closing before you meet your future spouse. And then the chapter begins that starts with when I met the love of my life. That's the next chapter. But we're going to talk about the last chapter in the book that you're closing off before this chapter begins. Okay? So let's see what up. Let's see what's going on with you guys here. Oh, yep. I already know where this is going. Okay. Listen, Linda. What's going on? I feel like a lot of you guys, you have been feeling empty, okay? Or you will be feeling a little bit empty before you meet your future spouse. We have the dark moon and the void, okay? It's quite dark here. It's actually a very, 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 very beautiful picture. I'm feeling here before you meet your future spouse, you might find yourself a little bit like in depressive episodes, or you might find yourself feeling empty, or feeling like I'm even seeing like mood swings here. You might be experiencing mood swings, or you might be feeling like your life doesn't make sense, or you don't see a meaning in your life, or there's something lacking. You feel empty, you feel a void, okay? What I want to tell you guys here, I'm feeling for you, pile number 4, before you meet your future spouse. Sorry guys, my back is hurting a little bit. Maybe some of your guys' back is hurting. Okay, I'm gonna channel, okay, because it feels like there's something coming through. So it feels like your spirit guides are saying there's so much beauty on planet Earth. There's a lot of darkness, but there's also a lot of beauty. Every flower that is blossoming and its colors, every bird, every sunrise and every sunset, every cloud, pink, orange, white. Life has so much to offer. We just have to look in the right places. I'm feeling here for you guys that what I channeled when I was shuffling your cards, I felt like you feel like you don't find anything that maybe makes you happy, or you feel like there's something lacking in your life. You feel a void, you feel empty, like there's an empty space inside of you and you don't know what to fill it with. I feel like you have this empty space inside of you and inside of your soul for a reason. You might see it as, why can't I just be happy, you know, like other people? Or why is it so hard for me to find happiness? Or why do I feel empty? Other people are living their life, they're doing their thing, but I'm here feeling empty or feeling lost, feeling like something is missing, okay? Now, what I want to tell you guys is you have been... There's a reason behind that, okay? Meaning, I'm hearing you have been born like that, but I have to, like, explain. You have been born with a soul that is extremely deep, to the point where you don't find fulfillment in every corner, okay? And I'm getting emotional. It's a lot of energy right now. So it's easy. It's harder for you to find fulfillment because what makes other people happy does not fulfill your ancient soul. Does that make sense? It's like where other people find fulfillment, you feel like, I don't think that's it with life. I think there's something deeper, or that's what your soul is saying. There's something deeper behind living, behind breathing, behind walking on earth. Okay? So your soul is recognizing that there is a deeper meaning behind life, which is the reason why you don't feel fulfilled with what other people feel fulfilled with. That's why you feel this void. That's why you feel empty. Okay? Because what fulfills your soul is something way deeper than the surface. To me, it feels like it's a journey that you will be going through, where you find deep passion in something. But it's a journey. It's something that you are discovering on your journey, okay? It's a passion for something that fills this void inside of you. It feels like you're on a quest to figure out the missing puzzle piece inside of your soul. To find out what you are living for. Not what you should do, but the spark inside of your spirit that says, that's what I'm living for. I'm living for saving turtles, for example. I'm living to innovate something. I'm living to create a beautiful family, to be the best mother that I can be. What do I live for? This is your decision. It's almost like before you meet your future spouse, Sorry guys, I am a crybaby, so if you see me crying, don't mind me. But it feels like what you will be learning before you meet your future spouse is you will discover your passion, what you live for. Of course, when we think about future spouse, there is a deep longing. But it not always, the void that we feel is not always a relationship, not always a partner, because even if you had your partner with you, they're not with you 24/7. So I feel like it's almost this energy. You might be thinking, what I'm lacking is a relationship, or what I'm lacking is my future spouse being with me. But I feel like it's more than that, okay? It's deeper than that. You're looking at life and you're contemplating. It's almost like your soul is so deep, a beautiful, beautiful soul, but it also sometimes, it's very intense to live that way. I feel like you guys, your soul is so deep, so intense, that the way you experience life is also very, very intense. As intense, the intensity that you feel with this void and emptiness. On the contrary, as soon as you find your passion in something or your purpose in something, you feeling passionate or you feeling blissful about life will be just as intense as you feel empty. It's almost like the way you experience life is very extreme. If it's dark, it is really, really dark. And if it's bright, it is super duper bright. And I'm feeling here that before you meet your future spouse again, there's something about looking at life and thinking, is that it? Or is this it for me? And you will be realizing, no, I don't want that. I don't want to live my life like that. I want to find what I'm living for. I don't want to live for the sake of living. I want to live with a purpose, with a spark. To live doesn't mean you are alive. Okay. I'm also seeing an energy here where you went through a lot of pain. You went through a lot of pain in life that also made you very numb and a little bit disconnected from your heart. But the answer to your question, why you feel so empty, why you feel this void, is in your heart. It is in the tears that you cry. It is in the pain that you feel. That's where you actually find the answer. Okay? I'm feeling an energy here, guys. I don't know if you guys are currently going through that, but before you meet your future spouse, you will be going through that. So I don't know if I'm speaking to you, your present self, or I'm speaking to your future self. You guys let me know that in the comments. With the Wanderer here, you will go on a journey, on a quest. You will go on a journey to find this missing puzzle piece in your spirit and in your soul. Let's see. You will? You will, in the future, before you meet your future spouse, I feel like you will do something that is completely out of character. I feel like you will be doing something that is completely out of character here. Okay? It's almost like breaking a pattern, breaking a way of living. It's completely out of character that you will be doing something, you will go on a journey, you will explore something that is completely out of your character here. It's going to be deep with you guys, okay? Let me get a few cards here. So what is the Four of Cups about here for pile number 4? What will they be experiencing before they meet their future spouse? The World, yeah. And I said, the world has so much to offer. It's so abundant. One only has to know what their soul and their heart needs. It's not like what you... Because emptiness means I feel a lack, or I feel like there is a gap or an empty spot in my spirit that makes me feel like I am not complete. And we sometimes perceive that as something is lacking. But the question or the truth is not lack. The truth is, in this abundant world, full of good things, bad things, full of people that manifest their dreams, full of all kinds of options, full of things that one can do for a career. What is for me? So it's not necessarily a lack of that you are lacking something. It's a lack of knowledge which puzzle piece is the right one for you. And I'm seeing here you will be discovering that. There's an end of, and before you meet your future spouse, you will be ending a cycle where you feel indifferent or bored with life. There's something about not being happy with your life or feeling bored, feeling like something is missing, something is lacking. Before you meet your future spouse, you will actually close that chapter here, okay? You will no longer feel emptiness. You will no longer feel emptiness because you will be finding what your soul is looking for, okay? Give me a second, I just wanna cleanse the energy. Oh, excuse me. Okay, guys, I think that's enough. Okay, so let's see. What's the Sun card about here? You guys are healing, okay? I feel like you're healing your heart, you're healing your spirit, you're healing your soul, but specifically, you're healing the void that you feel inside of your spirit. Okay, you find the missing puzzle piece here. For some of you guys, this has something to do with the need for you to travel, okay? Some of you guys, you will be, some of you guys, you will be traveling. You will be traveling around the world, okay? I'm seeing here you will be traveling around the world, or you will be going out more, okay? It doesn't even have to be traveling necessarily, but I feel like you will start to travel more, go out more, go to the city more, walking through the city more, okay? There's something about your heart being open to new experiences, but also new environment. And I feel like with the Emperor, this has something to do with I am open to explore what is missing. And as you are open to explore what is missing, that's when you find the puzzle piece. But before that, you felt like it has no, almost like accepting that you feel empty, or accepting that this void is there and living with it, although you know that you can change it, or that you can figure out the answer to why it is like that. Does that make sense? Okay, with the Emperor, I feel an energy. A lot of you guys, you will be traveling a lot, okay? This could be traveling in your country, traveling abroad. I feel like there's something about you, yeah, it's definitely about traveling. It's definitely about changing environment, changing location, because you might receive your spiritual awakening, or you might receive this insight in a different country, in a different city, what has been lacking. Okay, it feels like as you change your environment, that also changes your thoughts. That's what you will be going through. You will be definitely healing your heart before you meet your future spouse, specifically when it comes to you feeling a void, or feeling like you're lacking something, or you feel empty inside. It feels like you will be discovering the missing puzzle piece. You will be discovering why you feel this way. And because you then know why you feel this way, you can move on, right? Let's see. The Hermit, yeah. Finding out the why. The question mark. Why am I living? What is truly my passion? What do I want my life to be about? Where do I find ultimate fulfillment? Because you are such a deep soul, your soul will take you places. Your soul will make you travel to places. Your soul will make you, again, we talked about it, like something, you would do something out of character. You will, I don't even know how to explain what I feel, which again, it makes sense, right? Not knowing why you feel this way. But what I want to tell you guys is you have such a beautiful, unique soul, which also means that let's say you have like a very unique skin tone, okay? Then you cannot just go, I know it's a stupid example, but I'm just trying to bring across, let's say you are purple, okay? Your skin color is purple. If you go to, the makeup store, they will not have a foundation fit for you, okay? They will not be able to give you a foundation fit, or it will be a little bit harder, okay? That does not mean that this foundation is not out there for you. It just means that your journey will be extraordinary, uncommon, completely different to the other people. They find fulfillment in simple things, and it is beautiful. But maybe your soul is looking for something uncommon, extraordinary, completely out of the box, which is the reason why you don't find it in common places. You would have to go to uncommon places and do uncommon things to find this puzzle piece, because you are purple. Oh my god, it's late here. If I talk bullshit, bear with me. Okay, I just want to lighten up the load here. Okay, let's see. What will pie number 4 learn? What will you learn? I don't want to cry. You will find out the truth about why you were born, what you want to live for, and what you wish to experience. It's almost like how you can leave planet Earth in peace, okay? It's intense. But it's beautiful, okay? I told you, like, the void that you might be feeling sometimes, it is intense, okay? But the bliss that you will be feeling, it will also be intense. I even want to say that whatever you're finding, whenever you're finding this missing puzzle piece, I feel like there would be tears of gratitude. You might be crying tears of sadness, but there's also the other side of the coin of like crying because of bliss and happiness. And the interesting thing is, when I chose your card, I didn't do that on purpose, but I saw how in those two cards there's like nothing, okay? It looks like nothing, right? It looks like completely like there's nothing whatsoever, just among the stars, which I love this. I really love this, the picture, to be honest. But then you are the only pile where there's an object on the card, and it looks like a palace. It looks like everything. After you experience the feeling of feeling like a nobody, or feeling like there's nothing that makes sense, or feeling like you are not enough or something is lacking. On the contrary, in the future, what you will be experiencing is everything, the complete opposite of how you're feeling now. Feeling like life is abundant, you have everything, and you will feel complete. After you felt incomplete. And I don't want to, like, it's not necessarily connected here to your futures, but it has something to do with your life purpose, your past life, okay? What happened in your past life, your life purpose, what you truly want to live for, where you see meaning in living, okay? Some people even say, if you have nothing that you want to live for, find something that you want to die for, okay? This could even be that you will have like the need to, it almost feels like do something bigger than the ordinary. It is, what will you be finding here? What is the missing puzzle piece? Let's see, maybe we can see what that is about. It feels like community and family here. For some of you guys, I'm really seeing here that your purpose is to be a good mother, a good father, to have children, okay? To create a happy home, a happy family, okay? Because there are a lot of broken homes and broken families. So one of your purpose, if you feel like you resonate with it, might be you raising children in a healthy environment, okay? What is the missing puzzle piece here for pile number 4? You're really going on a big journey, soul journey, a quest, a big question mark here before you meet your future spouse. I'm hearing, if I don't feel strong emotions, I don't want it. There's an energy of accepting who you are, and that you are a little bit different, and that you experience the world in a different way, okay? Meaning that what makes other people happy maybe doesn't make you happy. What fulfills other people maybe doesn't fulfill you. It feels like you have a very intense energy, and what I pick up here with you guys is you have to feel strong passion for something. You have to feel the fire to feel alive. So it's almost like you're finding your fire. It's all intense. Okay, I want to say the missing puzzle piece here might have something to do with the extraordinary, the uncommon. The intense, intensity, living life to the fullest. Instead of just lukewarm, it's boiling hot water. It's really about passion here. You have to feel strongly about something in order for it to make sense to your soul. I feel like there's a deep acceptance that is happening for you before you meet your future spouse, and how your soul and your spirit is working. Okay, let's see. What will pile number 4? Sorry guys, I'm just checking the time. What will pile number 4 be learning before they meet their future spouse? What's up? I love it. It's so beautiful because I don't plan it, but in every pile, the future spouse showed up. Just like you here, the same thing. Wow. I feel like what you are learning is to make yourself feel whole. Okay. As you find this fire, this spark that makes you feel like life is worth living, or this spot in my spirit is not empty anymore, it's filled with my passion for life, my passion for fill the gap, whatever the heck it is, okay? As this gap is closed in your spirit, because it is filled with something that you feel strongly for, it's strong emotions that you feel for whatever you are discovering, that's when your future spouse comes through. When you say, I feel okay, and you actually genuinely mean it. I feel whole, I feel happy, I feel passionate about life. That's when your future spouse comes through. I don't wanna cry, stop it. Okay, let's see, we have the 10 of Cups here as well. There could also be an energy that you will be realizing how important family is, okay? Or making peace with your family, or how you grew up, or making peace with a family member might also be something here, okay? That will be taking place. Okay, for pile number 4, anything else when it comes to what they will be experiencing or learning before they meet their future spouse? What's up? Growth. Okay. 1 second, guys. What's going on? Okay. One last card. Feeling alive. You will be learning what makes you feel alive. Okay, so we have here growth. It says evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay, you feeling this void in essence is you feeling uncomfortable, but it pushes you to do things out of your comfort zone, out of character, to find what makes you feel comfortable again. Okay, before you meet your future spouse, you will be growing spiritually, growing. There will be like a whole evolution, a whole... It starts with like a little fire and it becomes like a bonfire. That's what it feels like, okay? We have here patience. It is safe to wait, okay? So your spirit guides are saying, have patience with your growth, have patience with finding the answer here, okay? Because you're already inviting the answer to come to you. You don't have to worry about it. It's all about being patient with yourself, being patient with your own growth here, okay? And then it says invitation. The words you speak are invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. So I want to say that before you meet your future spouse, you might be maybe praying more, journaling more. Yeah, it feels like praying and journaling more. And as you do that, you are inviting the answers to come to you that you are looking for. Because I feel like a big question mark here with you guys. It feels like a question mark. It feels like, who am I? Why am I here? Why do I feel this empty energy inside of me? I don't know what this feeling is about. I don't know why I feel this way. Okay. And again, your future spouse is already here. I can see them. Okay, my beautiful pile number 4. I hope you like this reading. Let me know in the comments if you resonate with it. If you don't resonate with it, you have to understand that I'm looking at the chapter that happens before you meet your future spouse, meaning that is right before you meet them, a few weeks, a few days, a few months. So even if you don't feel like you fully resonate with this, for some of you guys, what I'm describing is the present moment, and for others of you, it's a future prediction, because I don't know on which timeline or where you are at the timeline when it comes to meeting your future spouse, okay? Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know that in the comments. I love you guys, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.